Hi, I'm Shiny Davison, the Vice Principal of Amled School, Al Quds, Dubai. It's been a great experience and a great journey to be in this school. It started in the year 2015. I've been a teacher for the past 20 years, started my career at the age of 19. In Dubai, it's been 15 years. Started with the GEM school and moved out to Amled as the Vice Principal. It's the third year of its inception and it's been a great deal. Being a teacher, I would tell, for me it's an experience that you change lives. You make people understand how important it is to mold, groom and yourself. And it's a very simple example of being a teacher is what usually quoted is, you're a potter who molds the clay. But I would like to put it a little differently. I would say I'm a teacher who has a design, who has a desire and who has a willingness to not to mold the clay, but to let the clay and help it design for itself. So for me, the students are not the clay in my hands. You know, I give them the liberty to decide and win for their life. And that's made me a successful teacher. And here is where I am at Amled as a Vice Principal. Being a teacher has been not my ambition in life at all. But yes, I got into it after finishing my Bachelor's of Education, got married and came to Dubai and started my career in one of the biggest groups in Dubai, the GEMS, the Warki group. That's where I was molded and there's where I was groomed to be a fantastic teacher myself. I won this applause of being a best teacher in our own English high school, Sharjah. And then, as I've told you, I moved to Amled School as a Vice Principal. What I learned being a teacher is that you need to actually understand the lives that you're dealing with. It has its own hurdles, but there's nothing that's impossible. If you desire to win the goals and the hurdles that's coming in front of you, you always find a solution. Because for me, the lead line that I keep in my life is that every solution has a problem has a solution, and if you do not find a solution to your problem, then you introspect yourself. There is when I understand that as teachers, we always need to find out the spaces where you can let your children grow, explore, identify, create and build their own selves. Not to find a stereotyped individual in everybody, but to accept every individual as a separate identity, and you will see the pleasure of being a teacher yourself. Working in Amled for the past 3 years has given me a great joy. It's my life, it's my soul. We are a strength of 750 students with a faculty of 70 with a beautiful student-teacher ratio. And Amled's highlights are we have a very personalized community, be it the PTA, which is the Parent-Teacher Association, and be it the Teacher-Student Association. We strongly believe that we have a pulsating heart which never stops, pumping the blood to all the streams of schools. Wherever you see Amled students and the parent community, you can see the life in them. That's what we believe, a holistic development of students which gives them the happiness of coming to school, and a reminder for every time in life that what you learn in school are lessons for life. I believe that there's a saying that your passion drives you forward in life. But I would always say that, it's your motivation to bring the best out of yourself that drives you in life. I always believe that I need to yet go forward. There's lots more with the changing education system in the world, and with these young little ones who come into Amled School. I know the responsibility that I hold as a Vice Principal, that I should give the best that the world that they are going to face has no hurdles for them, and even if they have to face a hurdle, they can win over it because they get the tools rightly embedded for them in Amled School. And we have the faculty who are trained and who are guided and who trust the management that these students and we are here to build a better world, and we see that happening. One of the biggest challenges that I've always faced is with the community of teachers that come into the teaching profession. Most of them sometimes come from different parts of the world, different parts of the same country, and to get them together into one synthesis of what is required for the school, it's not an easy task. You need to change their perspective. Sometimes you need to change their thoughts, which is difficult at a time when you have started your career and you believe that you are ready to move on. So we have these inductions, which is very important to understand that people have come from different aspects of life, but yes, you are here and you need to move in a path where the school takes you to different directions, which has one goal and one mission to achieve. And we've been, as leaders in school in Amled, the leadership in school has been successful in guiding and motivating the teachers to bring out the best in their students. I would definitely say it's my dad. He is 82 and he has taught me lessons of life. I've seen my dad rise as a phoenix bird from ashes and go up and soar high. So it's my dad whom I keep at the age of 82, who has met with an accident and lost his leg, but he's just jumping around like a little cub, can take on any stride in life. So when I face any hurdles in school, when I feel that there is a pitfall, I put him in my picture and I find the strength and the power to run the race. It can be just put in one word: parenting, which is the most important school that you have to take your child to. As parents, with your children, do all the preparations of life at home. School is just an enhancement of all the preparations that you give at home. Wherever and whenever I am to speak to parents, I tell my parent community that your child success depends on what you give your child, not what the world gives your child. So I always believe that the most important tool for the success of any individual in life is the best parenting that you get from your parents. Like I earlier said you that every solution, every problem has its solution. So for this, I would say that in Amled School we have a vision of a family-centered school, which means that we bring in our parent community, we have discussed forums, we understand their problems, we try to put out strategies that can evolve out of these problems, which will be helpful for all the other communities. And basically the most important tool I tell here is communication. Communicate what is a hurdle to you in school or at home, so that we come to a solution that could be helpful for the whole school community. And yes, I would say this social values that we are discussing is a major concern. So if you look at the country, it has already introduced ME, moral education, as one of the core subjects of all schools in Dubai. So I would like to respect the rulers who understand that this is a disintegrating part of the community and has to be instilled in the students that are coming to school, because whatever said and done, what is taught is never forgotten. So in the long run, what the children learn will be seen across through their life. The structured learning to introduce life skill or to imbibe life skills, I don't think can happen. Life skills, like I said in Amled, we tell teachers that it's a value-based education and it's a family-oriented, child-centric education. So I believe that life skills is something that as a teacher you portray in your aspects of life. The children need to imbibe what they see in the teachers, and yes, it can be a part of the curriculum, but basically as a leader I visualize that life skills are imparted by the actions that you do. So I believe in having a faculty who portray the best values in life, and your students imbibe from that. Very positively, it's very essential that when you stop to learn, you stop growing, so every second, every instance in your life, you need to look at situations that would give you a new learning. Especially as teachers, you are bound to say teachers cannot make mistakes, which I truly accept it, because you are looked upon by a huge community of students who look at you only for the right answer. So every time in your life, I believe that you need to have a learning experience where you enhance yourself, you empower yourself, that you stand in front of the student community saying that I'm here for right answers for you. Do not be afraid. I can lead you, guide you, protect you and groom you. Just a very simple line, because I always communicate this to my teachers. Believe in yourself, be confident, accept changes and trust that you are in the right position. Will bring success to you throughout your life.